Hi, I'm Mark. I'm the owner of Meissner Fitness LLC and also Fit Anatomy. And I'm an independent personal trainer that has been certified for the past 20 years through the American Council on Exercise. Been training out of my own studio and have trained approximately 120 plus people throughout that time on various modes of exercise, introducing them to resistance training, cardiovascular training, stretching, the basics of sports nutrition. And I specialize in natural bodybuilding, where I've introduced a lot of my clients, men and women, to a good natural bodybuilding routine, which is excellent for developing lean mass, muscle, for health benefits. Not for necessarily getting massive and bulky, but for good shaping and toning and leaning out, and but mainly for the health benefits that come along with maintaining muscle mass and all of the important physiological things that go along with it: strong blood vessel development, boosted immune system. Much of the lymph system flows through the lean muscle, the lean mass, and just for good circulation and good blood pressure, creating muscle tone around the blood vessels to help maintain good blood pressure. I'm going to introduce you to a good beginning exercise routine that can be done just one set of 12 exercises throughout each day as a good stretching, circulation, stress relief routine at work, at home, once a day, twice a day, just to get the blood going and get circulation going, get fresh, and release some neuromuscular stress throughout each day. And it's a routine that can be progressed into a good full body exercise routine with multiple sets of repetitions, 1, 2, 3 days a week. The minimum recommendation for resistance training is 2 to 3 days a week, and this is one that could be progressed to a 2 to 3 day per week resistance routine using weights. I'm going to introduce you to the one set routine that could be done at work with no weights. Again, to just get good circulation into all the different tissues, flush the lymph system with the movements that you'll be making through the exercise routine. And I just wanted to reach out to help people to get started with fitness. And I thought, to put out something that's free. I've worked with a number of clients, and a lot of times personal training can be costly. But I wanted to get something out to people that is a good beginning routine for free, that they can get started and begin introducing people to the recommendations of resistance training, and then in future videos, the recommendations for cardiovascular training, stretching, and good basic sports nutrition. The right nutrient intake with protein, carbohydrates, getting the right vitamins. But today I'm going to introduce you to this good beginning full body routine that, again, you can do at work and throughout each day. I'm going to get into that in just a little bit. Eventually I want to get into introducing people to the natural bodybuilding split body routines that I've gotten a lot of my clients going on. A 3 to 6 day routine, a classic bodybuilding routine that has just been excellent for health benefits in a lot of my clients, as well as, bringing blood pressure down to normal in people that have been severely, they've been up at a level 3 high blood pressure level, bringing it down to normal from the 180s over 80 something down to 129 over 78, 80. And it's also been just excellent for weight management and helping a lot of my clients drop weight to a good healthy weight, and to tone up and to shape up and really develop their physique the way they desire. And I'm going to introduce that more in future videos, and I'm putting out a book on that as well that goes into depth on all of the components of fitness, but then gets into my full body and my split body routines. And so I'll be introducing more about that in future videos, but today I'm going to introduce you to this full body routine, and that can be done at work, and one set of each exercise once or twice a day, daily, 4, 5, 6, 7 days a week, just to get good circulation in, and then to get out for a good walk to get cardiovascular exercise, getting oxygen in for the heart, lungs, blood vessel development and strengthening. Before I get into the routine though, I'm going to introduce you a little bit to some projects that I've developed as an independent author and artist. As an artist, with my own sketching, I've developed my own artwork, male and female muscle anatomy, that I've developed into muscle anatomy and exercise posters and charts. And from that, I've also created individual images of all the major muscles of the body and highlighted them and put them into a book that I've self-published. I've developed both the interior file and the cover file myself, and have self-published it myself. I'll get into it in just a little bit, but I'll show you what I've developed. This is my book that I've published. It's Muscles and Their Exercises. And again, this is my artwork, anterior artwork, and posterior, showing all the major muscles of the body, anterior and posterior. And my book is available for sale in print version on barnesandnoble.com, amazon.com, and as well as my website, fitanat.com, where if you would like to purchase one from me, I'll send an autographed copy out to you for $24.99. And again, fitanat, fitanat.com. Inside the book, I've got the first section is all the anterior muscles of the body. I've got a little muscle chart here right in the first section showing all the anterior muscles of the body and labeling them, the names of the muscles. And then behind that muscle chart, I've got, again, all the major muscles of the body highlighted. And then here's an example of the pectoralis major muscle highlighted in red, and the sternal region and the clavicular, or the clavicular region, the upper region. Actually, that's the sternal region. And behind that page, I've got pictures of all the base exercises that isolate that particular muscle and muscle group, and as well as exercises that those muscles participate in if you're isolating some other muscles of the body. And then in the second section, I've got this is section 2, the second half of the book is the posterior, are all the posterior muscles of the body labeled. And an example of one of the posterior muscles in the posterior section are the triceps, the back of the upper arms, 3 muscles that make up the triceps muscle group. And behind that image, I've got the exercises that isolate that muscle group. Just an introduction. Again, the base exercises, multiple pages showing the base exercises that work each muscle throughout the body. In the back of the book, I've got this good beginner exercise routine that I'm going to be introducing you to today. I've also got muscle posters and charts that I have developed. This is my 11 by 17 laminated, two-sided chart. On the front side, I've got both the anterior and posterior male chart with showing, again, all the major muscles of the body labeled for the anterior and posterior parts of the body. And on the back, I've got that good beginner exercise routine with highlighted images of the muscles that you're working. This is something that you could have at work, framed or just available to reference during your stretch and exercise routine through the day. I've also developed 24 by 28 muscle posters. This is the male version with the anterior and posterior muscles labeled, as well as the exercises, the base exercises underneath those muscle names, showing the base exercises that work those muscles. This is available at my website, fitandat.com, as well as the book, as well as the 11 by 17 version of my chart. I've also got framed print versions of my muscle charts. These are 11 by 17 anterior and posterior options that are available at fitandat.com. Again, the muscles are labeled, and then the exercises that work each muscle are listed underneath each muscle name. And then I've also got an 11 by 17 just on the same chart, male anterior, male posterior muscles labeled with the exercises that work each muscle. I've also got the female version, which I'll be introducing more in the future. Those are available at fitandat.com as well. The posters I'm selling for $20 each, as well as the 11 by 17 exercise training chart. The book is available at fitandat.com for $24.99. And the prints are available for $30 each at fitandat.com. And if you would like any of those, you can just purchase them through my website and I'll mail them out to you. I've also got the e-book version of my book, Muscles and Their Exercises, available for $9.99 at barnesandnoble.com, Amazon, and all the online sites, is in particular Lulu, where you can get the EPUB version, but $9.99 is what my ebook sells for. Anyways, just to introduce you to those, but for now I'm going to get into the routine that you can, again, use for stretching, flushing the lymph system, getting circulation, freshening up through the day, releasing neuromuscular stress, and the health benefits that go along with it. And I'll introduce you to more videos, again, regarding how to measure muscle mass, how to get into protein recommendations, figuring them out for yourself, and then also the basics of good, healthy sports nutrition, stretching, and cardiovascular conditioning and training as well. I hope the videos have been a benefit for you, and feel free to contact me through my website, fitandat.com. Thanks.
Introducing Muscles and Their Exercises by author and certified personal trainer Mark Meisner. This 208-page color pictorial muscle anatomy and exercise guide features the author's own hand-sketched images. Mark takes the reader on a tour of the muscle and muscle groups of the human body, what they do, and the exercise movements that work them. Now available in print or color ebook at barnesandnoble.com, Amazon, Apple Books, Kobo, and other online retailers.
Thanks to the hounds, we've seen a lot of cats. But they've also seen us.